Hey YouTube, Longboys Post 1975. There's a question down there. I don't know why I laughed then. Seems inappropriate now. Do you remember the first time your YouTube channel got shouted out? You know, it's a cliche all into itself, but you know, they say you always remember your first time. Yeah, that didn't sound very good at all, but it's true, and I can remember mine, and it's funny, this video is inspired by something, but I'll get to it. But you know, now more than ever, shoutouts are a very sort of wonderful and important community tool, especially since Google only cares about the big boys. And if you come across a channel that you love and you enjoy and just think it's brilliant, then you know, share it with everyone else. We're a community, we're supposed to look after each other. But yeah, the first time you got shouted out, I mean, I guess this is a question with somewhat limited scope, and I hope this doesn't come across as arrogant. Oh, look at me, I got shouted out, because that's not my intent. I think it could be a little bit fun, it could be a community tool within itself if we talk about these people, and you know, we can get a little bit of traffic going, you know, elsewhere. But yeah, do you remember the first time you got shouted out? I do. I've been doing this for 2 years. I started in February 2011, and you know, I was fumbling in the dark, I'll be perfectly honest, you know, and I remember it. And the reason I'm talking about this is the video I put up a few days ago, you know, how important is it for you to get response from the channels that you watch, was one of the featured sort of community topics on YTGC Now, which is Robert from Troll8385's, you know, YouTube gaming community new channel. If you don't know who this guy is, I'll put links in the doohickey. You probably need to go and check him out. It's wonderful, wonderful bloke. You know, people like him tirelessly promoting and helping out and tying the community together. You know, they're just, you know, what you know, utterly selfless act. People like that, I just find them, you know, a breath of fresh air. It's utterly wonderful. And yeah, he talked about my question, and watching his video reminded me that I think quite possibly, well, no, not quite possibly, he was the first shout this channel ever got, and like I said, and it was I'm pretty sure it was in February 2011, and it wasn't a shout out. He talked about a video I put up, and it was my unboxing video, first unboxing I ever did of my Japanese Mega Drive. Sadly, that video is now being deleted because of copyright reasons, but you know, just a quick plug. And I remember at the time not really knowing much about this community, because you know, I just fumbling in the dark back then and just stumbled upon it, and yeah, I remember at the time thinking, well, this is weird, this video's views seem to be going through the roof, and I didn't even appreciate the concept of views back then, and the sub count was going up, and I couldn't get my head around it. And then I came across this video where you know, he talked about, you know, that video, and yeah, it was brilliant. I can honestly say, would I, you know, what would this channel be now without that? I don't know. I guess we can't really make statements, you know, bold, sweeping statements like that. But it was the first shout out I ever got, you know, and you know, I've had more. You know, I've shouted out people. It's not about you know bragging rights or anything like that. It's not. But I've never ever forgotten that. And watching the video on his new channel, you know, this morning, yeah, it literally just popped in there. And I think those of us who've been knocking around for a bit, you know, I think we can probably, well, I hope so, otherwise this is a completely wasted question, remember the first shout out we ever got. So who was yours? Can you remember? Who was yours? Can you remember? And what did it mean to you? I mean, to me, I can honestly say it was almost a little bit of a poke, a wake-up call, a catalyst, if you will, for the fact that there is a community, and you know, you know, I call me naive. As I said, I was fumbling in the dark back then. It was like, oh my God, you know, we have the power to help others. That sounds really, really strong, but you know what I mean. And yeah, it was. I'm still to this day very appreciative of it, and again, go and check out this guy's channel. He's an epic top bloke, and yeah, it was a little bit of a wake-up call, which is, you know, we need to look after each other, and it's important to do so. So, can you remember your first shout? Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you later.